Welcome back, guys, to Inside the Box, an occupation series, episode number 2. My name is Ricardo, and in today's episode we are going to be speaking with a local beauty therapist from Essex. Her name is Holly, and she has been developing her skills in the nail and beauty sector with strong ambitions of owning and running her own beauty salon in the near future. Let's crack on and see how she's been getting on. Holly, welcome to episode 2 of Inside the Box, an occupation series. How do you feel being involved with a series?
A bit scared, but I'm alright. I'm dealing with it. No, I'm excited, it's cool.
Have you ever sat behind the camera before and been recorded?
I've done someone's makeup before and like the film's been on them, but literally it's just my hand. Okay. My hand's been involved in it, just not me.
Big up the hand. In the lead up to this, I kept calling you a beautician. Right. Which is not right, is it? You're actually a beauty therapist, is that right?
Beauty therapist, yeah. Beauty therapist is when you're trained in everything.
Okay, cool. So basically, you know a little bit about the series and sort of what we're trying to portray here.
Yes.
But ideally, this video is aimed at people that have not ever done beauty therapy or beauty work before. I just want to get a little bit of a background on the sort of work that you do and how you sort of become interested in this profession.
So when I was like a young child, since I was probably about 10, I was always a girly girl, so I always loved like makeup, nails, and I was always obsessed with like filing my mum's nails or like growing mine. So my mum used to be like, if you don't bite your nails, you can get I'll take you to the shop and get yours done. So I think because I used to go there, like, that would be like my little treat. I just used to love being in like a salon environment, and then as I kind of progressed through going to school and everything and started experimenting with my own makeup and everything, I just got more and more into it.
So you actually developed an interest of it when you was quite young then?
Yeah, more in a selfish way really towards doing it on myself.
You kept taking money out your mum's pocket to start off with?
Yeah, my 50p's, they all added up, I could get Freddo frogs. And then from about 14 to 18, I had really bad anxiety where I found it really hard to like leave my house and stuff, so that used to be like my hobby. So I used to sit in my room in front of my mirror and I just used to literally like do my makeup. I'd take it off until it was perfect, do it again, and I'd watch like YouTube videos.
So you was doing something to sort of like take your mind away from the whole anxiety
so I
side
think
of things.
because I was anxious about it, I never really used to think of doing it as a job because I thought, well, I wouldn't be able to do that, like, I'd be too nervous. Yeah. But I did have like the love of doing like beauty treatments.
Subconsciously, you sort of built up a confidence like without even knowing.
Without really even trying to, it just
exactly.
naturally happened.
Yeah, that's nice. You didn't really feel pressured about doing the sort of work that you end up doing in the future. I know back then you probably didn't know that you was going to be doing it in the future.
I didn't,
It was sort of a building stage for you. Yeah, I understand, that's cool. Would you be able to tell us a little bit about the process of being a beauty therapist for somebody that has come into this profession very recently or still thinking about maybe getting into the profession? Can you explain the sort of jobs that they would be expected to do when they first start off?
So I first started off as an apprentice. So you'd go to college 1 day a week and then work in salon for the rest, depending on what hours your like chosen salon give you. When I first started, I would like take phone calls, book everyone in, make sure the salon was kind of really tidy, get like the other therapists set up for their next treatment, depending on what treatment you had, depended on like how much time you spent on reception to how much time you spent cleaning.
Well, that's good because it's obviously developing like your time management skills as well, like while she was on the job. You're getting like an on-the-job experience like of the whole thing and studying sort of about it in the background as well, which is nice.
Yeah, and then I would just literally watch the other therapists do the treatments and just literally like taking everything they was doing. And I think that is a really good way to learn because watching other people that have mastered their skill is better.
Definitely. And I think doing extra parts like that when they're at home and look at stuff on YouTube and things, because these days there's so many YouTube videos sort of detailing like the methods and stuff that they need to sort of learn when they're doing this sort of work.
I still now watch YouTube videos most nights, really. I'm a bit of a geek.
Who doesn't?
Bit of a geek. Because there's always new methods and techniques coming out, and there's so many beauty therapists. They all do it in different ways, and there's not one right way and wrong way. It just depends on how you personally do it.
And also there's new products coming out a lot of the time as well, which might require a different technique to sort of apply that product as well. So I suppose you're always chasing the game in that sense a little bit.
Yeah, got to be like one step ahead, definitely.
Sure. What sort of qualifications and or skills do you need to sort of proceed in this profession to get to sort of a stage where you can work on people?
The good thing about beauty is there's so many different treatments out there. I mean, it's such a big industry at the minute because everyone is bothered about how they look. So you can actually just do like a 1-day course in lashes and be trained in lashes. But me personally, I done level 2 MVQ at college, and then I done a level 3, which is when I started my apprenticeship. So you're kind of learning on the job, which I think is the best way to do it because it builds your confidence up slowly. Like for me, not being thrown in straight to the deep end was really good because I slowly built it up over that year of going to college and work. And you still had the support from all the college teachers, so you didn't feel like a fish out of water. It was.
You had like other people that was doing a similar thing around you as well, so you could sort of
you
rub ideas off of each other and learn as you're going along from other people. So to be in that environment where you're learning collaboratively, like it's quite nice and quite a comfortable way to do it. Yeah.
Them 2 years when I was doing my level 2, level 3, I think I was learning more my other skills like communication skills because you've got to build up a good relationship with a client and talk to them. And then I done a added course for my lashes, so I went on like a 1-day course. You get the certificate and then I had to just like teach myself to get better.
So how did you do that then?
At the time, I had a girl that I worked with and she was really good at lashes, so she actually taught me. And with that, I was kind of thrown in at the deep end. I remember my first client was getting married, but no one else could fit her in. They was all busy. So my boss was like, well, Holly can do it, but she's only been on the training course like last week, so it's up to you. And she was like, all right, Holly can do it. She's done my eyebrows before, I like trust her.
How did you feel about that?
I was so nervous. I thought I'm going to ruin this woman's wedding. Like, what if I don't do it? But I feel like that pressure was so good for me because I made sure they was perfect. I just put my whole effort into it. I was like, right, no matter what, no matter if she's here all day, they're going to look good. And she did carry on coming to me after that.
Well, that's the main thing. If she was impressed with the service that you sort of gave her, then of course she's going to come back again. I had a similar experience as well. Like one of my first jobs was filming a wedding, so I totally know how pressuring that is. And as you said, like you just put your all into it, but afterwards you reflect on it and think, do you know what, that was actually really, really helpful for me, because despite the pressure, I learned so much stuff about yourself and about what is required to like, document or provide service to that extent. Do you know what I mean?
And then when I started working for myself, I thought, right, so how can I make like my beauty shop better? What will make me different? And I thought, I looked at like the area I was in and there was no one doing microblading.
Do you mind telling me a little bit about microblading? Because I actually don't know what that is. Being a guy, it would be quite helpful to know, but also for people that are coming into the profession, like might not necessarily know. They probably do, but they might not necessarily know what that entails. So just explain a little bit about microblading.
So microblading is implanting pigment into the skin's surface to create hair-like strokes. So basically, if someone's got like really thin eyebrows and they want to thicken their eyebrows, so say like my eyebrow here, say if I didn't naturally have this bit here, you could draw like fake hair strokes on to make it appear real. The client can choose how they want them, so they'll kind of tell you, I want them thick, I want them thin, and then you can draw the fake hairs on.
Nice. Are there any particular methods that you keep in the back of your brain when you're performing certain services?
Yeah, so everything I do, I kind of have my way of doing it because everyone books their appointments. Because the salon has to run on time, I do have my set ways of doing everything. For instance, with the microblading, someone normally comes to me for like a free consultation beforehand, just so I can gauge what it is they want from me and make sure that I can give them what they want. At the end of the day, I wouldn't want anyone to leave here not liking something I've done. We talk about like what shape they want, what colours they want, go through everything, the risks that are involved, make sure they know exactly what the treatment involves. They'll then come back to me whenever their appointment date is. I have to put a numbing cream on for 15 minutes. So Sophie, who works for me, she's doing an apprenticeship here. She'll then give them their consultation form, get them a drink and put their numbing cream on. So they're going through all that while I'm still with my client. I'll then come out, Sophie will go in the room, get it all prepped for me, make sure everything's sanitised properly and like up to standard, and get me set up for that treatment. Then once everything's all been agreed, completely happy, get started for the treatment, do the treatment, then I give them all their aftercare, give them like a little leaflet to take with them so that they know.
Perfect.
I need to know.
So actually it does sound quite methodical then. There's quite a lot involved.
Without realising, I think I do work quite methodical, but I think it naturally just happens and it's where I've been doing it for so long.
Of course. In the back of your brain you just do it automatically, but with that particular service, it makes sense to sort of have like a method-based approach.
And I think that's how you get good results all the time, because you're sticking to it, you're making sure that everything is done properly.
Cool. Right, the next thing I'm going to ask you about are your working hours, which I think a lot of people are interested in when it comes to doing a job. So if you could explain a little bit about the working hours that you started off doing when you first come into the profession, and then maybe elaborate on how that might have changed as you've sort of developed like within your career.
So when I first started doing beauty therapy, I worked in a salon, so I think I used to do about 40 hours a week, including my college time. And then once I passed all my college course and everything, them hours that I would have spent at college, I spent in the workplace. And then personally for me, I done mobile after work. So then I suppose that would probably have took me up to about 45 hours. 'Cause I didn't do loads of mobile, but like a bit of side work.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's nice that you was able to do a bit of extra work outside of your normal working location. Okay, and in regard to the working hours then now, how does that work? And more importantly, how does it work with your lifestyle? Because I know that you're pretty active as a person.
Yes.
Just want to sort of find out how the working hours would work for somebody new to the profession if they was active like you, or alternatively if they wasn't very active, how many hours they'd sort of maybe do.
So for me, I actually love working, so I do choose to do a lot of hours. I mean, at the minute, I probably do I worked it out the other day, it was like, I do about 60 to 70 hours a week.
Cool,
so I
that is a lot.
I do work a lot, but I really enjoy it in here. Like, it's actually really fun. Like, all my clients get on really well. Like, everyone's laughing, joking all day. So it doesn't really feel like I'm at work, which is good with beauty because you do build up relationships with people. I normally wake up about 4 hours before I start work. And I'll make sure I kind of go to the gym. I just get myself in like a good mood before coming in. You can't affect the person who you've got coming in.
Oh yeah, of course.
Because if someone comes in and I'm in a bad mood, they then leave here feeling bad, and I feel like it's like a domino effect, and like they're in a bad mood, they put someone else in a bad mood. Whereas they can come here, I can put them in a good mood, they can leave, and then a good domino effect will happen.
Obviously, I've been in here a couple of times to sort of see you do a few bits and pieces already, and I can see that your clients like really enjoy sort of coming to you and getting the things done.
I enjoy them coming here too, like some good clients.
Good stuff. All right, Holly, that's excellent. Now, let's just quickly show everybody the sorts of services that you can provide. So this is your time to show off.
It was that, have you seen it on Instagram? She cooks me all of my things. I wouldn't.
Cool, so now people have seen some of the services that you can do. Let's talk a little bit about the benefits of this profession.
So my favourite benefit from it is all the people I meet. Like, you meet so many people from different walks of life, and I find it so interesting. Like, one of my clients works for Google, so she helps me with a lot of my like marketing stuff. Because you meet all these different people, it grows you as a person because you learn from everyone you meet.
Sure.
So I love that, and I love like how you can build up friendships from people. Like, some of my closest friends are from me doing beauty on them, which is really nice. Another good benefit is obviously you can get my lashes done, I can do my nails whenever, like my eyebrows I can do myself. You don't have to like go and book an appointment somewhere else because you can do it on yourself.
That's one of the major benefits, I suppose, isn't it? Like being able to work on yourself.
Yeah.
Okay, Holly, so it's that part of the video where we ask the awkward question, which is salary. Obviously, everybody that's watching is going to want to know sort of roughly what they can earn working as a beauty therapist. So if you could just choose from a card that I'm going to show you, A, B, C or D, in terms of the average salary for this profession, both when they first start out and potentially going forward, so depending on what the particular individual's ambitions are, what they could potentially earn as well later on down the line.
Okay, so when I first started out doing beauty, I definitely fell into category A. That was starting off. It didn't ever bother me because I enjoyed doing the job. I think that is the main thing, you have got to enjoy it. You then progress your wage up more as you go along. So now I work for myself and I have girls working for me, so it does pay off because then you can kind of get to the category D or, you know, world tourista.
Yeah.
I think it just depends on how hard you want to work.
Okay, Holly, thanks for that. So the final question for this episode is, what do you like about your job and what could be potentially improved?
So I love the structure it gives my life, like having like a purpose to then provide good service for everyone. So I love the fact that I've got that pressure on myself because it means I'll always keep improving on who I am as a person. Yeah. So that's probably my favourite thing about it because it keeps me in line with going forward. I feel like doing this job is perfect for me because there's always areas you can improve on, there's always new things coming out.
Yeah.
So that is probably, I love that. Going forward in the future, I would really like to expand the shop, so I'd get like hopefully we'll be getting a bigger space soon. Just waiting for the paperwork and everything to go through.
Nice.
But ideally, I would like to have more beauticians working for me so that I've got more time to do the behind the scenes side of the business because I've got more into the business side. I want more of that. Like, I really enjoy doing that as well. And building something and growing it, I do really enjoy that.
You sort of built it from the ground up as well, so to be able to expand like going forward, it's definitely going to be a nice thing.
Having a bigger space would be perfect because there's so much you can do with it, like pamper parties, you can do loads.
You've already got plenty of ideas.
I've got lots of ideas. I've got them all written down in my little business plan.
So Holly, thank you very much for doing the episode. I really, really wish you all the best with your time going forward and I hope that your career is like really cool. Let's do a social media shout out for you then so people can sort of get in contact with you if they want some services done or they just want to have a look at your website and the sort of work that you've done to date. What is your Instagram?
My Instagram is hollysheens_beauty.
Yep.
And then I have a website as well, which is www.hollysheensbeauty.com. I also have a Facebook, which is exactly the same as my Instagram name.
Okay.
I think that's all for the social media.
They're all the platforms that you're on at the moment, yeah? Okay, and obviously guys, you can come to the channel and have a look at Holly's episode, get a bit of an insight as to what it's like being a beauty therapist. In the meantime, peace, love, and most importantly, take care. See you in the next episode. Thanks, Holly.
Thank you.